All right, welcome to Creatives Corner. We are live on Africa Global Radio, streaming live on africaglobalradio.com. I am Prince Benjamin. Of course, you can call me PB. And we've got another beautiful guest in the studio. Today, it's the turn of the lady Essilfie. Yes, she is our guest this afternoon. Essilfie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You're doing good?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been about what? How many years?
Oh, I think a year.
A year, right?
Yeah.
A year.
I mean, we were supposed to meet in the studio, but I don't know what happened to that.
Oh, so you remember?
Yes, I do.
Did you remember today?
The day you texted.
The day I texted you. All right. Okay. So we're going to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to, because I can see you're cooking.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
Daily. It looks like.
Okay, daily is a stretch because I have to do other things with regards to the music, but yes, often.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never asked you, are you involved in anything else aside music? I see music has much of your time and your attention.
Yeah.
But do you do anything else?
I used to do voiceovers.
Okay.
But I mean, I think I'm a full-time musician. I'm not really doing anything on the side like that. Yeah.
Right. Does it pay at the moment? I know it's been a while since you started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a number of projects out.
Yes.
How many EPs have you got?
Two,
yes.
But one is a joint one and the other one is...
That's the one with Dread W.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you have a solo one. That's the
Tory's Lounge.
Lounge.
Yes.
Tory's Lounge. That's is that the latest work from you? Or Dreads
the EP?
is the
No,
latest.
Dreads is the
latest
project EP type. But then I have a song.
Fake Love.
Yeah, Fake Love. Yeah.
Brilliant song.
Thank you so much.
It tastes differently from your other works.
It is different from,
differently, yeah.
I mean, for me, it depends on where I am creatively, like my headspace, sometimes your headspace is in a love zone and you just want to finish writing about that.
Right.
And sometimes about pain and you just want to finish writing about that or, a particular person.
Right.
But sometimes too, you get into the zone and, you want to vent. And that's where I am right now.
That's where you are right now.
Yes.
All right. So that's why there's Fake Love.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to check out the record to end the conversation. But there are a few songs that we need to play from your repertoire. I've got Kai to play. I've got Binwaha to play. We've already done Body.
Yes.
What inspired Body? I know it's on the joint EP with Dread W, who is a Ghanaian producer and DJ, right? Went to the best school in Ghana, Infantipim. Yes, I had to say that. We just spoke to an Infantipim old boy. I had to say that again. Yeah, so. Yeah, that's just by the way. So what inspired that? I was at the listening for it, but I've not heard the story for Body.
Okay, so for Body, so when Dread sent me the beat, he was like, you know what, I want you to sing on this beat, but I don't want you to say too much, but still communicate something. And I was like, okay, interesting. So I decided to talk about body positivity in a way that is not in your face, but I'm talking about it.
Because I was hearing a lot of body, your body.
Yeah.
But what were you saying? Body what?
Body, oh body, oh body.
Body, oh body.
Yes, that's
body, oh body. It's music, man. There is when I used to be a vocalization buff. So how I started when it comes to music is I was told that I have a heavy voice. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. I was too busy as a teenager.
I feel you.
So I wanted to get into that. I started, training and all of that. So I was downloading these vocal exercises online back then when YouTube was not as advanced as now. And even, the download sites and the like.
Yeah.
And I saw a definition for singing. I think I've forgotten who said it, but the coach was saying it's exaggerated speech. Right?
You can say that.
Yeah, and I think it's
because we're always communicating,
Yeah. So body O.
Body O body.
Yeah, but when you exaggerate it, then it sounds like that. The melody exaggerates it and makes it better. In a certain way, it enhances, the message.
Yeah.
And it looks like it bypasses a lot of defenses and it gets straight to the point. That's what music does. So it disarms you very easily.
Exactly.
Than just regular speech.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's what you were singing about, body positivity.
Yeah. So even in the lyrics, I say my roles, my all. Yeah, you love it all. And all my flaws, you worship all. So it's like, I feel like for women, especially women who are bigger, they should just celebrate their bodies because somebody's gonna like love it anyway,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's what it's about. Okay. Body, and it's by Dread W and Essilfie, who is our guest on Creatives Corner today. Again, we're going to check out Kai next after Body. This is Creatives Corner. I'm Prince Benjamin. Let's check this song out now. That's Kai by our guest on Creatives Corner today. She's called Essilfie.
Yeah.
Kai means remember.
Yes, it does.
Wirefia Kai.
Yes.
If you've forgotten, remember or recall.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, so...
Don't tell me it's some guy that you imagined.
No, but...
Put flesh on this guy. Uh-huh.
No, so, okay. Kai is an emotional song, which is inspired by a lot of emotional experiences, not just one. Imagination counts, but it's not
she wants to work away there. Right,
yes,
okay,
it's not entirely
cool.
Imaginative because I know that most of my friends' family, they have been through situations whereby like they are trying to make people they love remember the good times, you know what I mean? So it's just remember the good times we had. Like, yeah, you make me happy. Yeah, so just don't let this go.
Right.
Yeah, remember.
Okay. All right, that's what it's about. Have you been in love before?
Oh yeah.
Right, okay. The suspenseful seconds was quite telling. But what's your best memory when it comes to love? Kai.
Best memory. Interesting. For love, you can
omit his name. Maybe
it's not about,
maybe he's watching and listening and he would feel too good.
It's not about the name or about romantic love, but there's so much love that is given and that you give and receive that is not romantic love.
Right, yeah.
It could be anything. It could be a friend. It could be a family. And sometimes you do something to offend them. You know what I mean? But the grace in which they love you through it, even through your mistakes, that is the nice aspect of it. So I'm gonna stay vague like this, but this is something, a good memory.
She insists on being vague about it. All right, but you'd like to celebrate love that's not exactly romantic.
Yeah, not like it's all inclusive, but more forgiving.
Love that forgives and embraces and reconciles.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about for you. Okay, so that's the memory that comes to mind when you think of love.
Yeah.
That's what you remember. That's what's no.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
All right. Which part of the country are you from?
When it comes to where I am from, I am from different places. You see, I use my surname,
which is all these places.
Yes, I use my surname, which is Fanti. But my mom is half Ga and half Equiapim. Yeah, so that being said, I am Fanti, Ga, and Equiapim.
Fanti, Ga, Equiapim.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you're Kan and Ga.
Yes.
But tribally, you're from the Equiapim land and from the Fanti land.
All of them speak different languages, so I have to be very... because I'm not
a Kan ethnic group, but they are different tribes. The Fantis and the Equiapim are different tribes.
Yes, but then the Equiapim, where I'm from, they speak like a very different language that is not Tree.
Right, yeah.
So, it's like, I don't want to group it too much, and then like it's like, okay, a tree, and then
no. So I get where you're coming from. Yes. A lot of people, when they think of Akan, they think of the Ashantis.
Exactly.
No. So the Akans are way bigger. Yes. It's just that the dominant tribe in the Akan group is the Ashanti group.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, so I totally understand what you're saying. The Nzemes are in there. The Fantis like you and I are in there. The Ikuapim people are in there. It's a huge, family. Okay, so but tribally you're from the Fanti, Ikuapim, and then the ethnic group, the Ga people.
Yeah.
Okay. Does coming from these parts of the country contribute to your art or craft in any way?
I would say not exactly, because
your ancestors are looking at you.
Sadly, I mean, sadly, I don't feel like connected enough to my tribes or cultures, but this is something I'm making a conscious effort to correct, because I'm removed even from some of the languages, which is very sad for me, because I'm not just, I'm not just someone who speaks one or two languages. I should be able to speak more to show where I'm from, to even learn the culture. So I'm working on it, yes. Okay. But I would say that the culture has not really contributed. Maybe in some way, genetically, maybe.
Yeah,
but
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
That we can see.
Yes.
Right.
But I wouldn't say that they are directly linked, and I have so much growing still to do, and we've just seen the beginning, of what it can be.
Have you made any progress regarding this pursuit? Like, have you learned any new words? Have you gone to your village? Have you
I've gone to the village. I've witnessed certain traditions, and
tell me some of these. What you've seen, or when you went to the village, what you encountered.
Well, I've witnessed an installing.
Okay. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, and it was interesting, from the dawn, which they take the person like in like Samata, and then with the guns, and they take them to Chief Palace. They go, they cut the.
Was this because you're from a royal family?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Chest out, say it. Like, which part of your story or your legacy has the royal blood?
The Ikuapim side.
All right, okay, cool. Yeah. All right, because you can't see these things you're talking about if you're a regular Joe or Jane. You can't. But the way you are just casually saying it, I saw an installment, the guns, the person, the goat. Now, these are sacred stuff. Yeah. Not just anybody sees it. All right, so go on. So you saw the process.
Yeah, so the process was very interesting.
The slaughtering of the goats.
Yes, right? I saw all of that. The tradition is beautiful, and like it's interesting. Like, I feel like we need to, as Ghanaians, we need to enter into these things and find out what our culture really is and what the stories are. Yeah. And also the Ga side too is also related royally, but for that one, it's not too direct that. And I also spoke to an uncle. I was like, an uncle, like something like that. My mom's cousin, who is the Bushi opinion, right? Yeah. And he was telling me so much about my Ga legacy. Okay. That is so great. He told me so much about the history, and I was really impressed that like we have such rich culture in the family that we are not even tapping into.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad, and I want better for us.
But it starts with a person in the mirror, right?
Absolutely.
And it's great to know that you've embarked on a journey and you're seeing these things. I mean, you're privy to how a person is installed. Yeah. How the protocol in the royal family, and also learned that your Ga, side has royal blood as well. Yeah. I mean, that's very interesting.
Very, right.
When I started taking music a bit more seriously than before, a Nigerian friend of mine told me, "Why do you always write in English?" Right? And she was like, "You need to write in your language."
Absolutely. Okay, I agree.
I felt freedom in English, right? But when I started writing in my own language, that wasn't even freedom any longer. There was better freedom.
Yeah, better freedom.
And I found something more than the freedom. I found poetry, like proper poetry. It's in your language. It's in your yeah.
It is. There is poetry. There are stories. There's folklore.
Yeah.
That is, that is so deeply entrenched in culture, and the language. It starts with the language. So if you know the language, then you know like the right terms to absorb the culture.
Right.
Basically. Right. Singing in your own language is beautiful. I would say that most of our parents raised us because of how colonialism has affected us. They saw the languages to be inferior, so they raised us to speak English and be like the English, but it was wrong. And we need to start from the change of mindset. Needs to start from somewhere. We need to love ourselves in order to appreciate even our art and the music we make in the languages that we make them.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Having said that, let's check out this record called Abelemkpe, which is to say it's popping over here.
Yeah.
The fun is on this side.
Yeah.
So jump over. AGR live on AfricaGlobalRadio.com. I am PB in conversation with Essilfie. Abelemkpe, El Bosso on this side. That even clouds it further for those outside of the country, right? Anyway, it just means that we're having a good time here, and this is where you have to be.
Yeah.
That's the meaning, right?
Yeah. I mean, ish.
But ish. All right. So get us closer to what you meant when you were recording it. What was...
Abelemkpe was purely creative, and it's sex positive in a way that says...
There's a lot of positivity these days. Which one is that?
Yeah, well, it means like, you're just as a woman, it's kind of taboo sometimes when you sing about, sex or whatever, but then people are having it. So what are you saying? Like, yes. Right. Yeah. So it's kind of like a sneaky link song.
Okay.
Promise me you won't tell anyone. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody happy knows.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
Let's get it on. But I'm gonna be shush about it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
so Abelemkpe, us only nobody. Got me all over your body. Promise me you won't tell nobody.
This is you telling him not to tell anybody.
Yeah, well, Cece sang the chorus by the way, and we kind of duet,
And I heard that the guy is into horticulture as well. He's supposed to come water your flowers.
Yes, all part of like.
Oh, he's a farmer.
Yeah, I mean, those who get it, get it.
Those who get it, get it. All right. Okay. But you use a lot of innuendos and you figurative language, if you will, in your music, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, music is art.
Yeah.
It's a literary piece of art, and there will definitely be some, sometimes you have to think a little bit or just laugh a little when you hear the terms, so it is like some quirky thing. Yeah.
What's your favorite song from yourself?
That's interesting. My songs are like my baby, so saying that I have a favorite child, it's not right,
Yeah, but sometimes you can't help it.
I feel you, but I feel like
you love all of them, but
the ones coming.
The ones coming,
yes,
the ones on the way,
yeah, are my favorite.
Okay, this is to say you're working on some pieces that we've not heard.
Absolutely.
However, you can't wait for them to come out.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna take that, guys. We're going to take it. And those listening as well. I was asking the team, but yeah. Listeners, are you in on that?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Let's talk about the EPs that you've got, okay?
Yeah.
Take us into the production, work that you've done, producers you worked with. Do you work with writers as well? And I know there are 2 EPs, as you mentioned before. What's the name of the one you did with Dread W, the latest
Love
one?
Life.
Love Life.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a double entendre, right? So it's like an instruction to love life, but it's also like I'm talking about the happenings.
Yeah, it's a double. Yeah, it's a double entendre, definitely, because you can even tell from the topics covered in that EP. So, for what you asked, I'm going to start with Tory's Lounge.
Right. That's your personal.
Yeah, that's my first EP.
Right.
Yeah, so that EP was just to kind of grieve a love that I once had. So it's
a romantic love?
A romantic one. So it starts from Kai, love story, love song to Abelemkpe, promise me you won't tell me. So sneaky, if you have to sneak around, then that means something is off. Like, even though like we were kind of romanticizing it in the song, it is part of the, when you combine it into the EP, you can see how this love was not good for us. Like it's
like the meme where the boy he's crying silly. He's got, like, mucus from his nose and everything, and then he starts to laugh. Right?
Exactly.
So
like,
I don't know if anybody's seen that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Right. So you're having fun, but you also remember this is hurtful. Yeah. Right. That's what's happening.
So when you compile, in the EP, then it's a storyline.
Right.
Yeah. And then the third song was Krokromin, which means like Krokromin no biamefa. I don't know.
Pamper me.
Yes, pamper me. Yeah. And it's like
be nice to me.
Be nice to me. Pamper me or else I'll leave. Right. And that was the threats aspect of it, which didn't work. And then you go into
Okay, I never understood the project in that way.
Right, and then you go to Total Seduction, which is like, you are like, you're leading me on and off, and whatever, it's toxic, but
but it's fun.
It's fun. And then there's Tory's Lounge itself, which is like the end,
the resolution,
the resolution, which is like sad, slow.
It's dead.
Yeah,
forget about it. Move on.
We move on. Yeah, so it's. You can process your feelings through the songs, when it starts. And,
But this is what's happening now, right? It captures the mood of the time, where you're in a toxic relationship.
Not
you, but like the mood. Of the time. You're in a toxic relationship, as it were. You do everything you can to bring this person to sanity if they are the one who is acting up. You remind them of the good times. Hopefully they would want to go back to those moments. You try a bit of seduction.
Exactly.
You threaten. If you don't, act right, I'm leaving. Hopefully they're having good time with you and they wouldn't want to lose you. But sometimes nothing works. And
that's because they're not for you. Yeah.
Exactly.
And there are actually other songs that are like would have been part of that EP, but it didn't make it. So there's this song, My Heart Bleeds, which is actually on a different project.
Right, okay.
Yeah, by Drama Africa. It's like a...
You sold it?
No, it's not sold. It's just in a compilation album.
Right, okay. So they're going to be paying you for that?
Yes, once...
Royalties?
Royalties. Once, it starts making...
Okay.
But if there's any sync, whatever.
Yeah.
It's... Yeah. Right. But so I was... probably the only Ghanaian song in there. So that song too is part of it.
Right.
But just saying that in that period I was working on processing my feelings through, and these are the songs that came out of it. And the producers I worked with was for the first song, Kai is Ranking.
Okay.
And then the second song, Abelemkpe, Fortune Dane. And the third song, Krokrome, was Kuvi.
Okay.
The fourth song, Total Seduction, is Okai Wave. And then the fifth song, Tory's Lounge, is played live by Abelemkpe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Dread W's EP with you,
so
he produced all the songs?
Yes. So he had some help on, I think, So Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, by Reezy or something. Reezy with the Vibes. I think that's his name. But aside that, all the songs were produced by him.
Okay.
And for Love Life, we started out making singles. Like, we started with So Sweet, and then the second one was Body. And then when we made the two songs, he was like, you know what, we are doing so well with these songs, can we create a project which encompasses like some topics like love and life. So the new songs we had already pre-released So Sweet and Body. So the new songs were Ride, Hitting, and Say My Name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. Basically Ride is a song. Ride was the first song. The beginning of the song is tell me all your dreams and your nightmares too. So it's like a love song, like tell me all your dreams and your nightmares too. I can help you hope and chase them too. Forget what they say, I'm here to stay. I meant it. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, so it's like yeah.
Producer, is it allowed for everybody to clap? Man, like the ease. It's the ease. Like I just woke up. I didn't even clear my throat. I can do this. In fact, I do this for a living. Crazy.
Yeah. So that was a typical love song about, you know, finding a new love and being committed to helping the person build as well. Like you know, being in love.
Have you found new love?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Have
new
you
love
healed?
in music.
And my goodness.
And
philosopher all of a sudden.
Friends.
And what?
And my friends.
And your friends.
Yeah. And
right. You're not breaking anybody's heart because this is going to be on YouTube. I don't want any confusion, any conversations you don't want to have.
I'm in love with everyone in my life right now. Like
everybody, making it worse. It's a quicksand. It's a quicksand. But,
it doesn't even have to be romantic or not.
Yeah, now I understand why you wanted to go there. You know, the fortunate thing for you is you're a woman. So guys wouldn't be the ones to quote you and all of that. But if a guy was on the radio saying, I'm in love with everybody. So I'm everybody? The lady's gonna ask, so I'm everybody now?
I mean, see, right? Like
Victor understands what
today, this about. Morning, I was thinking deep. Like I'm always like thinking deep in thoughts. I was like, you know, there's some friends that make you feel so good, and like they make you feel those good feelings in a way that isn't romantic. And it's like, I feel like
you know something. I think
it's nice to, and we have to also normalize saying like, oh, we are in love with these people. Yeah. Like you can love somebody without it being. No, I'm not trolling. You can love somebody with.
No, I just wanted to be sure because you're preaching good, but I just wanted to be sure. You don't know.
No, you have to be able to say like, "Oh, I'm in love with this person," without it being weird, like romantic, sexual. No, it's just you like the person, what they stand for, and who they are, and what they do for you, and whatever it is. It's just you love the person. They make you feel good. They make you, You
know, I'm totally with you because. It's weird that in our time, when we say love, the end goal is sex, right? So
I mean, I don't think sex is a bad thing.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah. I'm not even saying it's bad. I mean, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for sex. It's obvious. Yeah. But it's weird that we've made love a fetish. No, sex a fetish.
Yeah.
So sex is the destination of all forms of relationships. So when we hear slogans like love is love, nobody has been against loving people.
Exactly.
But what really is happening there is like
they've attached sex to it,
right? It's
making it weird.
Right. The end goal of all relationships now seems to be sex. And it's a beautiful thing. But I think it's just like any other powerful thing in life. If it's not handled sacredly and more intentionally, it can be very distractive.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's to be enjoyed. Totally understand that. It has its procreational purpose, but it has its recreational purpose as well.
Exactly.
Right, but all in wisdom.
All in wisdom, right? And also learning about it, and you know. There's all things have its advantages and disadvantages. Right. We need to be more. I mean, we need to also like try and teach people, you know, about these boundaries and these limits that you don't cross and what you should know, because a lot of people don't know anything about sex ed, and that's the point of sex positivity is to be able to educate people the right things. Not that everybody should have sex. No, you should also not have sex if you don't want to. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, I've listened to a number of your songs. So Sweet, Body, and some others. You seem to have a knack or a love for amapiano, or it's the producers. I don't know.
Yeah. So I would say for me, I don't think any genre is beyond me. Once I like it, once I like it, I am definitely gonna jump on it. But Dread W, for his EP, it was largely house, South African house, and amapiano, because even Hitting was house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Which genre did you start with, or which genre got you falling in love with music?
I can't pinpoint.
Do you remember
which
the songs
genre
that you were listening to when you were small?
I remember the songs my parents were listening to. Yeah, which my dad was listening to reggae, oldies, like all the oldies, funk. Yeah, that was his thing. And then my mom was listening to country music most of the time. She was like limiting it to country music or gospel. My dad to gospel, a lot of gospel. And for me, I also had songs on the radio and TV that made me fall in love with other genres. Like I had high life, hip life, gospel. Then again, and it just. And when I started also watching like a lot of TV, I saw more and more music, Afro beats, and that's how I just started discovering more. And R&B, all the genres that we have, like I discovered it more for myself, and I started loving and forming my own relationship with music
and language and style.
Yes, exactly,
and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting. It's time to play Fake Love.
Okay.
Yes, I think we've played 3 of your songs already. Fake Love is what we're going to play next. We're going to give it a number of spins and also chat about what you're talking about in there, because you say some interesting stuff. It's like you're upset a bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a time for everything, know.
We've talked about body positivity, love, sex.
Yeah.
It's time to
angry. Say something. Yeah.
AGR, Creatives Corner, PB here, Essilfie with me. Lovely record, and it's by our guest today on Creatives Corner, right here on AGR, Africa Global Radio, streaming live on africaglobalradio.com. I am Prince Benjamin. Her name is Essilfie.
Yeah.
And it's her surname.
Yes.
But she's using it mononymously as your professional name.
Yeah.
Okay, did you seek your father's permission?
he was, yeah.
He's blessed it.
He's aware. He was aware before he passed away.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Fake Love. This is not about romance, right? From what I'm hearing in the record,
it's not about romance at all.
Fake cheering.
Yeah.
Back in school, they would say fake flow.
Like fan fooling.
Yeah. Like, you're really good. I'm your number one fan, but it's all like it's in the bin.
It's all just fake, because people who really, really mess with your thing or your art, your music, they would support. They would support in a way that is beneficial. Even if it's retweeting, if it's reposting,
right.
It's not just so you see them one day and you are good. Yeah, good. Yeah, but but
how
what
you
next?
Just got into character. You're good. I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like you're good. Yeah. So what next?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you retweeting? Are you sharing my flyers? Are you streaming my music? Are you asking for it on the radio?
And you see like some big people saying it, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
But where does it go?
Yes.
What's the point of this? Where are we getting to?
Where are we going from here?
Yeah.
And they would do it in a way to make you feel like, but they're not doing anything about it. So then why are you just letting talent waste? So that's fake love. And also on the flip side, you can also say from friends and maybe family, when you are doing your thing, they don't support you. They'll say, oh, maybe your friends be like, oh, when is your next single? This
Right,
yeah.
You released a new song. This song, how old is it?
It's about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. You'd find people in your comments asking, when's the new one coming?
This actually happened.
Right.
After 1 week or 2 weeks after I released this song, someone tweeted that, the thing she likes about other artists in other countries is that they are emergent acts are releasing more. And then
that's releasing with no plan. Because the regular is supposed to be like, you promote the song. No, you promote the song.
Exactly. So I think she said something like, and she hit me up, she hit me up, like quotes like at Essilfie Music. When are you releasing your next song? And I was like, I just released the song, literally.
It's even different from all that you've done.
So different. Like, and it's not like I don't have a plan. I have a plan of when to release the next. I have a plan. I have a show. Like, it's a lot. So if you pressure me to release, and not saying that she's showing fake love or anything, that's just by the way.
I like that.
Yeah, that's just by the way, because there are other people. When will you release a song? When is your next song? The song will come out.
Yeah.
Crickets. Yeah. The song is not like the song is a bad song or is a great song, but it's just crickets. Like, so don't be that kind of person. Like, show, if you're gonna show the love, show it properly.
Right.
Right. And this is to all industry people as well, to not just come tell people they are good. Like, do something about it, because you have the opportunity and you have the platform to do something about it. So that's fake love.
All right. Can you sing a bit of it? Because it's very interesting though, I should say. I mean, the lyrics, the bounce and the flow that you use on this record, and it switches towards the tail of the record.
Yeah, so that I featured a girl called Riose, so she switches the flow.
Oh, so it's not all you?
No, it's not.
Right. So you're the one at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, it's good that she switched it up, because then it shows that there's something, or someone, in this case, someone different on it. Okay. But you say stuff like you did this all by yourself, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. When we say that, like, self-made, that's what you mean, right? What does it really mean?
Well, I said struggled on my own just to be seen.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meaning that, like, most of this was by my effort, and the people who support me, let's say. But it's not something that people who had the platform took upon themselves until they saw something happening, you know what I mean? So it's just to reiterate that, like, people are not doing what they're supposed to do, because I'm an indie artist at the moment. And I
always thought that meant you're from Asia back in the day. Yeah.
I feel weird.
Independent artist.
Independent, and also
maybe there's someone like me.
Independent.
2000 years.
Indie can also mean like alternative. So indie, independent, indie, alternative.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do this all by yourself, self-funded, with the love of about how much would you say you've sunk into your music since the beginning, roughly?
I would have to get back to you on that, because I would have to calculate.
Right. But if you were to estimate, like, would you say you've spent like 200,000?
I don't know. I don't know. I really have to cost estimate with even human resource and even like
transport.
That into money.
Yeah.
Some of them is not like physical money, but some of them is cash, hard cash to get, and sometimes too is the work you do, to network and everything.
Do you need help now? Do you need any form of help?
I still need help. There's no point in time where I wouldn't need help.
What's
honestly.
one thing that if you had right now would help, your story and your music, or what you set out to do? The music is good. People listen. You've got a fan base. I know you have events, streaming numbers and all of that. Especially for an indie artist, it's impressive. right?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's impressive. And I've also looked at your work from the beginning. Your singing has greatly improved.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've followed you for a while. But what would you say at this point in your career? What would be great help to you?
I think at this point, I need funding, and I need a serious management team, or so maybe a serious person. Then we can see how best we can create that team. Because it's very stressful doing things by yourself, and I think I'm using my brain capacity to
You're stressing.
Yes, I think I'm using too much of my brain capacity to do a lot of the business that comes with it. When I should just be making music and living in a certain way that I can be creative. Yeah,
gathering inspiration,
and just maybe going out there, getting stories, going to the culture. Like I should be doing that. That's what I should be doing to create the music. But I am stressing over multiple things at once. My home, my life, my career, my music career, the music business aspect of it, and every other thing. So it's just...
Being a woman, does it present with advantages of any kind in music?
I would say that being a woman... being an attractive woman poses a benefit in a way that people see you and want to be associated with you because of that. But it also has that in itself is a disadvantage, because people are just wanting to take advantage of you. It's not about it at that point. It's not about your talent, and it's sometimes insulting, because if are you trying to tell this lady that so her talent is not enough for my talent? Are you trying to tell me that my talent is not enough for me to make it? I have to do X, Y, Z, which is not in line with my morals before I can get it. No, my talent is enough, So that's some of the challenges, like you have to prove yourself twice as hard, because people think that because you're a woman, they want to take advantage of you. And that's...
Have you had any strange propositions?
Of course. What's
the weirdest that you've had?
Well, back in 2019, when I was in uni, some guy said he wanted to manage me, and at the latter point in time, he was just trying to, he was telling me some strange things, I don't usually do this, but I have got feelings for you, and I'm like, you want to sign me, and this is what you're saying. So where do we go from here? I was like, you know what? And also, when I tried to involve my mom, he got really defensive, which gave me a red flag thing. So
was he in the uni with you?
No, it was an adult, like a grown person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What is he stationed in Ghana, or he's a diasporan?
No, he's stationed. I think he's stationed in Ghana. Yeah, but
was he competent for the work to start with?
I think that probably he had some funding to do certain things, but with the way he was going, I would have been miserable, because if someone is going to sign you and then they say these things, what if they hold your career hostage, when you sign these things? And then, but luckily I was very vigilant, and I was like, you know what, it's not worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Is he an industry person?
No,
he's not. Are you? Does he know, or has he noticed the growth that you've
I'm sure he has. Yeah. I'm sure he has, but I don't really talk to him. But it happens sometimes. It's microaggressions, and then you wonder if maybe they don't know what they're doing, or it's indoctrinated. And that's why I was saying that these things need to be taught. When it's not okay to do that, we women, we always go through these microaggressions of sexual harassment, which is weird, Sometimes it's micro, sometimes it's very not micro, it's very big, and it's and it can kill your spirit. And that's why I know a lot of women quit, because it kills your spirit, because let's say if you have to sleep from point A to get to sleep with someone to get from point A to point B. Point B is just the beginning. There's up to Z. So are you going to sleep till you get to Z? And that way you are literally selling your soul, because this is not what you want to do. This is not, maybe these are not the people you want to date or have sex with, but you're doing it because you want to, and point Z might not even be the last point. So by the time you are done, exactly. So by the time you get there, you're depressed and worn out and just a shell of yourself. Like, what am I doing here? And in as much as like, the artists should be enough, because women are making really good music. Don't tell them that they need to do this to get here and that. No, that's not fair. And when they are not able to, we need more women in the industry, more managers, more producers, more musicians. I mean, instrumentalists as well. Like, everything that is occupied by a man in the industry should also be occupied by a woman as well, because we need safer spaces for people not to, and I'm not saying that women don't do that, but just
because we
just need a community of safer spaces.
This very program, we had a guy who sat where you're sat right now, and he spoke about harassment from women. Yeah,
it happens, and it's that happens is very real.
But I understand you're a woman talking from your perspective, so totally understood.
Yeah, so if you're in an environment where like it's only guys and most are men, like 10 out, like,
I like how you said mostly guys and most are men.
1 out of 10, one out of 10 of the time, somebody will do some inappropriate thing, which is not right. But it's like sometimes, so I just say, maybe they don't know what they're doing, or they are not trained that way. Like, it's not an excuse, but I just for my own sanity, I have to assume that maybe you were not brought up in a certain value, so that's what you think you believe in.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You have an event coming up?
Yes, I do.
Let's talk about that. What's happening? What's the name?
So the name is Essilfie 3.
Right. Okay. So
step into another universe.
That's the theme for it.
Yeah.
Essilfie is borrowing from your name, Essilfie.
Yes.
ESS. Live. Right. This is the third one.
Yes, this is the third edition of Essilfie 3. Step into another universe. That's the theme for this year's on, and it promises to be magical experience, spiritual even, and it's live music throughout.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's performing aside yourself?
So I haven't yet released the list of performers, but the people performing are Dakwa, Titi Usu, Kalifina, Kwame Yesu, Juma Mufasa. There are a lot more performers, but these are the ones that come to mind now. And we are just giving an experience,
These are some of the vocal powerhouses, especially on the alternative side of things in Ghana.
Exactly.
And that's no slight, because the alternative sound usually is even richer than the mainstream sounds. Because
I wouldn't like to say that.
You're not saying it, I'm saying it. And it's facts, because the more pop you go, the more bubblegum you go, the more other things are taking out, because it has to appeal to the masses.
Exactly.
Right? Niche tastes is usually for a few.
Yeah.
It's not everybody who would like to have caviar, right? But everybody would like to eat gobe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Berry and beans.
Yeah.
Right. So the more pop you go, I've noticed, from different industries, locally, outside of the country, you find that those who have more artistic freedom and they can sing songs they want to sing, they can bend genres as they please. They're usually the alternative sounds, but the pop sounds or the mainstream sounds usually are, because a lot of signatures are involved here, right? It's not just
you do
what they tell you to do, and typically they will tell you what the masses want.
Exactly.
Right? And the masses don't want so-called complex.
I disagree that the masses don't want certain sound. I feel like we have to give artists the freedom to explore and also show them what can be possible, because there's so much that can be possible and we've not even scratched the beginning. We need the competition from like the the upcoming or the emerging has to give them some kind of pressure so that the quality of music making will change, and it changes for everybody's good.
There are people who do that. There are talents that do that. I'm hoping that, and we are seeing, people from your camp, stirring waters and changing the narrative. It would be good to see more and more, especially the ladies, as you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be good to see you in 2 years, 3 years time, blown up entirely,
absolutely,
beyond the vista that you're on at the moment.
Yeah.
Like a much broader
because Ghanaian music is good. It's been good. We're
the foundation, Charlie.
It's been good. We need to learn more about marketing and how to love ourselves and our culture. Like I said in the beginning, we need to love ourselves. We have a certain self-hatred which is not helping us. So when we love ourselves, we promote ourselves, we promote everybody, promote our culture, and then we move together as creatives.
All right. So S Live 3, the theme again?
Step into another universe.
You've mentioned the acts that are going to be coming to perform with you. Where is it happening? It's happening
at 3 Music HQ, Abelemkpe.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last time you were in these parts, right?
Osu.
It was Osu, rather.
Yeah.
Was it one that brought you to these parts? Or that was different? Where it was the open air. I think it was an elevated place, open air or something like that.
Or was it the Alliance? No,
I'm not sure. This is when what's her name? The lady at YFM.
Akosia. Yeah, it was Osu.
That was Osu.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, Dawa restaurant.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this other location is at Abelemkpe.
Yes, Abelemkpe.
And it's called
3 Music HQ.
3 Music HQ. Where exactly? Give us like an idea.
So, it's a TV station.
Okay.
And they usually focus on entertainment and music, and so that's 3 Music. And even you can even search for the frequency on your TV because it's open today.
But the location for your
Abelemkpe.
Is there like a landmark,
if you know the DSTV office is in that area, is behind.
That's Motor Forest, the runabout.
Yeah, then it's behind that side. It's opposite Boomplay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Afunya Street, I think.
Okay. The Mensa area that they're around.
I think it should be around that side.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what date is it?
17th June.
17th. It's a Saturday then.
Yes, Saturday, 6 p.m. sharp. No Ghana time. It's free, but you have to RSVP.
That's what someone was waiting for.
You have to RSVP, but then there's also an option to donate because it's not been easy. It's not been easy. Yeah. There's an option to donate on the RSVP. So if you want, you can, but just RSVP and come through. If not, and let's have some fun because it's a vibe. Honestly, I don't know how to describe it to you. You just have to be there. And if you're not there, you will miss out.
Right.
Honestly, yeah. Don't let the fear of missing out catch you. Just come, and enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is another side of Accra. That's how much I can tell you. I mean, if you go for S Live, the crop of people that you'd see, the culture that you'd experience. Right. Accra is not just the streets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There are different sides of Accra, and this is one of the rich parts of Accra. S Live 3.
Yeah.
Step into another universe.
Right.
And it's on the 17th, you said?
Yeah.
Of June.
This and
new month.
Yes, empowered by Jameson.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. You seem to, that's like your home, right?
Well, they've been supportive.
Right,
yeah.
Yeah, over the years. Something that I've monitored. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to put across? A message to your listeners, fans?
I would say keep streaming my music, keep wishing me the best, keep supporting, and be safe.
Would you shout out your what's the stylist? Because you're looking fantastic.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So I don't have a stylist.
It's yourself. It's the lady in the mirror.
Right. Thank you very much. Right. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I like beats and all those, things, because sometimes when you move, it makes noise as you as you go, like, and that's like music. You're making music as you walk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Essilfie. Nice to have you.
Nice to have you too.
I learned this is your second time here, so it's a pleasure having you once again.
All right.
Whenever there's a new project or anything like that, this is home, so reach out to us and we shall have you on.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. So all the best on the 17th.
Thank you.
Blow it out.
I hope to see you.
Oh, yes. Now that you've mentioned, I mean, yeah, I've never experienced it before. It would be lovely to come.
You have to.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll be there.
All right, great.
I'll be there. All right, I'm Prince Benjamin in conversation with Essilfie. She's got a new record out. It's streaming everywhere, wherever you download and listen to music online. Is there a video? Is it coming out soon?
Yeah, there's a lyric video on YouTube, Essilfie Music. But I'm working on an official video, so hopefully after the show, yeah.
All right, so Fake Love is the title of the new record. It's by Essilfie, Essilfie. That's how you spell Essilfie. Fake Love is the new record. I am PB, back on next week with another brilliant artist.